and welcome to today's vlog. Yeah! I am finally back on YouTube. If this is your first video ever, my name is Mandy Meehan and welcome to my YouTube channel. I make YouTube videos all about my health journey as I'm recovering from some chronic health issues, and I share with you everything that I learn along the way about health, but also about relationships, marriage, Jesus, all kinds of things. And I've been off social media for like a month. Exactly a month, actually. And I am so excited to finally be back. So a really quick update, I took an entire month off of all social media, including YouTube, watching YouTube videos, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those good things. And if you want to know kind of why, you can watch the last video that I posted on my channel. But it was really an incredible month and I learned a lot and God did a lot in my life, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I don't think I want this video to be about what I learned specifically about being away from social media. As I'm filming this tomorrow, I'll get back on social media and I want to kind of see what changes getting back on just from a mental perspective. And I just want to reflect a little bit more on my time off first. But I'm really excited to just give you updates on everything that's happened because there are a lot of things and I have some very exciting news as well. So I'm really glad to be back, but I'm not just excited about like jumping in and consuming social media again. I'm just really excited to dive back in as a creator, and I'm really inspired, and I just can't wait to film a lot more YouTube videos and do other fun things. Just a heads up, this video, I mean I usually don't plan out any of my videos, let's be honest, but I'm just gonna kind of talk about this last month. It may be a little bit longer. Know that there's a couple things that you can do if you want to save some time, because I'm all about efficiency. So in your YouTube video settings, you can speed up this video. I do this a lot on YouTube videos where people are just kind of talking. So know that you can do that. And also, of course, feel free to listen to this while you're doing your makeup or cooking or whatever. Or you can just sit and watch my face. That's totally fine too. But I think it's just helpful to know that you have the option to do that. And when I found out that you can speed up YouTube videos, it changed my life. So, moving on. There are a lot of things that happened this month. James and I had our 2-year anniversary, which was absolutely wonderful. I just love my husband. He's the greatest human ever. And marriage is the greatest invention ever. Our anniversary was great. And very soon after our anniversary, I got to go see a new functional medicine doctor. So if you're new to my channel, basically an update, I've been battling chronic illness for the last 2 years. I have been officially diagnosed by the Mayo Clinic with chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, and I've been doing a lot of things with diet, lifestyle, supplementing, I mean everything that you can think of, and a lot of like meditation, self-directed neuroplasticity in order to help me heal. And I've been able to make some progress through all of that, but I still have a ways to go. And I really got to a point where I was wanting more direction from someone that can kind of be like a go-to person on my health team. So I found an amazing functional medicine doctor here in my area, literally like pretty much everything I was looking for in a doctor. I'll just go ahead and share who it is. So if you're in my area and you're interested in seeing him at this point, I definitely recommend him. His name's Dr. Rob Wilson from Thrive Medical. I'll link his stuff in the bio. I just nerd out by all the training that he's had. This is a total side note. He's been like trained under a lot of people that I love. He based his practice after Dr. Mark Hyman's Functional Medicine Institute. He has done training with Dr. Ben Lynch, who I love learning from when it comes to methylation. He did some training with Chris Kresser's programs, and so these are all people that I love to learn from. So when I walked into the office and I saw the paleo magazine on the coffee table and the sparkling mineral water in the fridge, and I'm talking to the front desk lady about methylation, I knew I was in the right place. I can't confirm anything yet because I am in the midst of a good bit of testing. I'm doing 5 different tests right now. I'm doing a SIBO test, which is, SIBO is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I'm doing some stool testing, which is fun. That'll give me a lot of information on my gut microbiome and info like if I have parasites or anything like that. I'm doing like a zonulin gut test, a bunch of other blood work, and we're doing a lot of testing for mycotoxins. A long time ago on my YouTube channel, I talked about how I wanted to get tested for mold. Just through talking to a couple of different people, I decided not to, and I'm really regretting that now. It's fine. God's timing is perfect. But this doctor that I saw really believes that exposure to toxic mold could have been a huge factor, or maybe one of the biggest factors that triggered all my health issues. What I could be dealing with, a better term to describe it than chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, to get to the why, I could be dealing with chronic inflammatory response syndrome, or CIRS for short. Again, this is still speculation. We don't have testing to prove this yet. This is just what we're investigating right now. And I've been really open through my whole journey, and I know a lot of you deal with similar things to me, so I want to share so you can do your own research. I'm a huge advocate for doing your own research, for trying things out, but more and more I'm realizing the importance of working closely with someone, and I'm just so glad that I'm working with Dr. Wilson. It's been great. If I get the test results back and see that mold exposure was part of the trigger, I mean, potentially that could be, this is kind of how the picture can be painted. I moved from Tulsa before I got married back to where I live in the Oklahoma City area, and I moved to a new job, and I was living with my grandparents. So 2 completely new locations, and potentially, likely in one of those locations, I could have been exposed to toxic mold. I already have genes that make it harder for me to detoxify, and right around the same time, I think I've shared this before, but I started taking birth control because I was about to get married, and that's just at that point what I thought what was best for me, but it was not. Birth control likely shut down my methylation and my detoxification pathways even more, so my body just isn't able to handle the mold. This is still speculation. What the doctor is saying, what he has seen in a lot of people, is something like that could even be what activates mono. This idea right now is mind-blowing to me, because in my head, I thought mono was that trigger that really set things off, but potentially it wasn't. Yeah, that's kind of the big thing with my health updates right now. I got to also see a nutritionist while I was there, which was really great. My feet always fall asleep the way I sit on here. I'm just like sitting on my couch. I don't know if you know kind of how I set this up. I like sit on my knees and my feet fall asleep. So that's kind of the big update with my health, I guess. I know I've been promising it for a really long time, a video updating on dynamic neural retraining system, the brain retraining program. I promise you it is coming. I am filming a lot more right now. I am determined, and I'm excited to talk more about that because that's continuing to really help me, and I know it's helped a lot of people with mold exposure too. So either way, it's helpful. Okay. So I still am in the middle of doing a lot of testing, and once I get that back, I'll go see the doctor again. We'll work through all of it and come up with a game plan. And if mold comes back positive, then that is exciting because there's something that we can work with, and it's not easy to get rid of, but there are things that you can do. So part of me is like wanting that to happen, and if mold doesn't come up, there are some other things that we're gonna dive into, which I could potentially talk about later. As that all happens, I will keep you updated along my journey. So one exciting thing that got to happen that I wasn't expecting was I got to go to Colorado with my family. I should like insert some pictures here. That would be fun. James had to stay back for the build for At the Movies, which is such a fun summer series that we do here at our church, which that kept him busy until late at night, pretty much every night. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to see you anyway, so bye. So I got to go to Colorado with my family, which was so fun and so refreshing. So the week in Colorado was kind of in the middle of my social media fast, and that's when I felt like God was really starting to work and kind of do some things that I wasn't expecting. At first, when I got off social media, I kind of spent a good amount of time like watching Netflix and Hulu and stuff to kind of fill my time, like my rest time. At this point, I'm spending a lot of time resting. I got tired of that really quick, I'll be honest. So then I started listening to a ton of podcasts. I mean, in the last month, I'm trying to calculate. I have to go and look. I know I've listened to over 50 podcasts. I'm thinking it could be more like over 75. I'm gonna have to figure it out because I've listened to so many podcasts. I started listening to this podcast with these two young girls who were about my age, and they are nutritional therapy practitioners. And I am just binging their podcast, listening to every single one that I can, because these girls are like me in so many ways. They have had crazy health journeys, and that caused them to look at food and their lifestyle and all the things that they didn't realize were potentially harming them, and completely shifted their lives and turn it into like a business essentially in order to help people heal and be the best that they can be. I just relate so much to them, and just the way that they eat, the weird paleo biohacky things that they're into is just so in line with me. So I'm just listening to their podcast, all of them, and I keep telling James, like, I am just jealous a little bit of what they're doing and how they're helping people, and of their knowledge that they have. Like, I want to know what they know, and I want to be able to help people like they help people. I go to Colorado, and I'm continuing to listen to their podcast all the time. It was so nice to be on vacation and away from social media, because I had so much time to process and to reflect. I can't get into all the details, but there were certain things that happened, certain conversations I had with my family, my siblings, that I just felt like more and more and more my passion and my righteous anger for health and healing through nutrition, like, it just grew. It expanded. Who would have thought it could grow anymore, because I'm pretty obsessed with health and wellness. And there was one day where I got to be at the pool by myself, just sitting out, praying, thinking, reflecting. I just started thinking about this program that these girls did in order to become nutritional therapy practitioners. And something I haven't shared on my YouTube channel before, I've really thought a lot about one day becoming a health coach. I care about health and wellness so much that I've dreamt about having some kind of certification so I could work with people one-on-one and help them be well. So of course, because I'm curious about this NTA, Nutritional Therapy Association, that these girls were a part of, I want to look into it. So I'm learning more and more, and long story short, I was just dreaming and thinking about, like, wondering what if I did something like this. And so I'm thinking, like, okay, one day, I think whenever I'm well, this is something that I would love to do, and I would just love to be able to have so I can work with people. And then I just started thinking about, like, okay, Mandy, why wait? In this time of my life right now, I've got time where I can do school online. I can do 9 months of online schooling. That's how long the program is. And by the end of it, I could have my own online business, and I could help people learn how to use nutrition to heal. I care so much about it because I know that it's so hard. You can't love and lead to your full capacity if you're not well. I am not able to do all the things that I used to be able to do at all because I'm not completely well yet. And it just hurts my heart that so many people in our world today, they're suffering and dying. And there's things that can be done about it, and they just need someone to give them the tools. So this is my big announcement. Oh, I still can't believe it, but I'm officially enrolled with the Nutritional Therapy Association to become a nutritional therapy practitioner. if all goes well, by next June, I'd essentially be a nutritionist. In the state of Oklahoma, you can call yourself a nutritionist as a nutritional therapy practitioner. And I'm not even sure if I would want to go full-time with that. What I do know that I want to do is to be able to take clients around the world, like some of you watching, to be able to help you in your wellness journey. So I'm a follower of Jesus, and I really try to let him guide my steps. I know that probably sounds weird to some people, but that's how I live my life, and it felt very prompted by Jesus. It felt very led towards this program. My feet are falling asleep again. Guys, I am just so, I'm like all over the place. I am so excited. It's just so cool how God works all things together for good. You know, I'm not well yet, and I still deal with a lot of aka symptoms. It's very challenging, but I know that God is using my journey to be able to make a significant difference in the world that I couldn't have otherwise. I'm thankful. I'm so, as extremely difficult as life is, I'm so thankful for what God does when you don't just sit back and endure the hard things that you go through. Enduring is important, because if you don't endure, you just give up. But what's so life-changing is when you embrace wherever you are, whatever you have, and let God use it. And I'm seeing a lot of cool things from letting God use my story. So I've been filming for a very long time. I am so excited to be back on YouTube. I am more motivated to film. So yeah, that is kind of the update. In the process of figuring out if I have SIRS, aka chronic inflammatory response syndrome due to mold toxicity, and I'm gonna go to school online to be a nutritional therapy practitioner, aka NTP. You guys, I'll be able to like put the initials NTP at the end of my name. That's really legit. I'm gonna end this video because it's pretty long now. Okay, I'm trying to think if I have anything else. I don't know. God is good all the time. Get ready for more videos. Let me know what videos you'd like to see in the comments. Say hi, introduce yourself. If you're not subscribed and you want to follow my journey, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which I already have filmed. Look at me getting stuff done. I filmed you a grocery haul. Yeah, you'll see that one soon. Okay, bye.